Central to Scottish Rite Masonry is the conferring of 29 degrees or lessons through a series of theatrical presentations. Each of the presentations is an allegory that represents the timeless values of this unique fraternity.
The Supreme Architect does not show any of us our personalized trip maps in advance. It is just a matter of faith. This journey of a lifetime is the only one you get to take, so you want to make sure that you make the most of it along the way.
The rituals give men tools with which to deal with their day-to-day life, so that when you are in a situation that calls for reverence, calls for understanding the greater powers around you, you can call upon your training from the Scottish Rite.
Most of the degree presentations are drawn from the Old Testament or from important events in American history. What do they teach? To be of service to our fellow man, to conduct our lives according to a strong sense of ethics, to serve our nation as good citizens, and to revere our God.
Freemasonry cannot enforce its ideals. We cannot compel our brethren to live in harmony with the lofty principles taught in our degrees. All we can do is entreat you. Nay, more, we challenge you.
The degree presentations date back to the plays staged by medieval craftsmen. In earlier days, the teachings would have been staged in small groups. But as technology advanced, the degree presentations became more sophisticated.
The Scottish Rite buildings had auditoriums and theaters in them, and very, very early on in this country, as it developed, they were putting on what really was frontier theater. The Scottish Rite would use special effects, sound effects, costumes, scenery.
So that the rituals were transformed from being purely verbal rituals to being theatrical presentations, using all of the new developments of the commercial theater to transfer the esoteric knowledge in a more effective way, so that the membership of the Scottish Rite skyrockets as these new technologies are being used between 1890 and 1920.
What is it like to be a part of a degree presentation?
Now, our journey can begin.
Each time you add a degree, you become initiated into something else. That initiatic experience can provide you with energy that seems, at least to me, to be akin to an out-of-body experience. I honestly have felt at times like something else was driving me, that something had taken over, that I was not simply parroting back words that I had memorized.
Occasionally, a valley would use its theatrical talents to perform a play for the public.
This play is a chance for our friends and families to see what Scottish Rite is all about. I think that the audience will walk away being stunned with what they learn about Scottish Rite in general.
The guy I'm playing is named Carter Blair. He's a Confederate captain who's been captured by the Union Army. He's been mortally wounded, so he's spending his last few hours in a Union hospital tent. He was saved when he was captured by a Union Mason who saved his life. And he's realizing now that where brotherhood can transcend a war, it could really transcend almost all of the world's problems.
Over the years, the presentations have been updated to remain relevant to our modern lives, but their substance remains intact.
If you truly come and witness the degrees and take part in the experience of returning to the Scottish Rite and getting to know the men who are here, you will find they are, and truly, the movers and shakers of your community, of our society. They are living those ideals. They are teaching those ideals to each other. And that's what is so special in particular about the Scottish Rite.
Okay, so a little more stage presence, and let's do this first one with eye contact.
There are new ways of communicating, new ways of transferring knowledge.
Is the wire showing through?
But the brotherhood is the same brotherhood that was founded on Solomon's Temple.
So we're rolling. This is 2, anytime.
The temple in the heart of man is an unfinished temple. We are building it every day. We build it as we grow in moral insight and in strength of character. We build it as we broaden our sympathy and understanding to include men of every race and creed. We build it as we carry the inspirations from this hour of fellowship into the tasks of our everyday world.